Leslie is with us in Kansas City. Hi, Leslie. How are you?
I'm great, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, first I'm grateful for you because a year ago I bought Financial Peace University. My husband and I went through it, and we have just become very intentional this year.
Great.
So I want to thank you for that. So my question is, I would like to understand stock market volatility in retirement a little better because we've been watching the stock market go up and down this year, and we take your advice. Nobody gets hurt until they hop off the roller coaster, so we're just staying on and saying we. But when someone's in retirement and that is happening, how do you handle that? Because if there are no eggs coming out of the geese that year, do you have to kill a goose, or how do people plan for that in retirement?
Well, let's just use a short-term example, but apply it across 20 years in retirement, okay? But let's say in 2017, the stock market, the S&P 500, went up 19.7%, okay?
Okay.
Up. This year, as of today, we're at about a break even. Really hasn't lost any, hadn't made any. Okay? I don't know what we'll be at by calendar year end, but usually we'll see a push in December, so it'll probably make something, but it's not going to make 19%. So let's say we get to the year end of 2018, and the stock market makes 4% this year. Last year it made 19. Okay? And you are set up to pull off 8%. Okay? I'm just making up a number. Then that's the eggs. You're pulling out 8% of eggs. But last year, you know, that would have left you 11 in there. 19 minus 11, right?
Right.
Okay. This year, you're going to pull off out of 4, but you're going to pull out 8. You're going to pull out an extra 4. So you're taking a little chunk out of the goose, but the goose was 11% bigger last year after you drew off. So on average across those 2 years, you're still ahead. That make sense?
Yeah. So
even though one
amount in cash.
Yeah. So you just set a percentage of your nest egg that you want to live on, and it should be below average stock market returns if you're invested in good mutual funds. And I assume you are, because that's why you're asking this question. So,
yes.
So what is the size of your nest egg?
So right now we're not close to retirement. I'm 46. My husband is 44.
Oh, okay. So this is theoretical. All right. So how much is in your nest egg now?
We've got about 600 right now.
Okay. Well, let's pretend that you are a couple of years along and you've got $1.5 million. Okay?
Okay.
10% is $150,000 a year. Right?
Right.
And what's your household income right now?
About 200.
Okay. All right. And so, you know, you can probably make it pretty good on 8% of $1.5 million. Give or take. And as long as your returns are averaging more than 8%, I like to say 8% plus 4 for inflation, but so 12%, you know, or if you use 6%, I don't care. But whatever number you want to use that you're going to live off of, it has to be less than average stock market returns. And then some years you might cut into it. Other years you might replenish. Some years you might cut into it. Other years you might replenish. But if it averages 12 and you're pulling off 6, on average, you're going to grow over a period of 5 or 10, 20 years. It's going to grow if you're only pulling off half of what the returns are. But in a given year or a given month, you might be cutting in to some of the other year's excess returns. And that's how your law of averages works out.